Welcome to Secura Law Experience. I'm Luis Elizalde, founder of Secura Law. I'm here with
Stephanie de la Millar.
And Eduardo Beauregard.
in this episode, finally, alone again. No, guests.
Are always welcome.
Exactly, but it's always good to go back to the basics when we were only
Just us.
Just us. So that's good. In this episode, we're going to talk about, I don't know exactly. Now, we're going to talk about maybe what is the most important right now, what is happening in Playa del Carmen, Tulum, what is going on with the real estate market. You know, that kind of things that I think we have a lot of topics. I don't know if you have one topic in specific that you want to start with.
I will say that the new, or not new, but more strict regulations for developers, I think it's really important since many construction, most in Tulum, are delayed, or some of them even don't show any progress, that the authorities right now are taking serious about when even when they are going out in the market and showing their pre sale, no? When they are in basically friends
Diapers.
and families,
Yeah.
no?
You know what? Sorry to interrupt you. About that in specific, I have a little controversy, I will say, because pre-sales is a felony right now.
Okay.
But for sure, if they don't have all the documents to start selling, they cannot do pre-sales. For example, hey, I have an idea. I'm going to do in this lot, let's say I am the owner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do...
Let's say
I'm the owner. I have a corporation. That corporation owns that lot. It's a big lot. You can build 42 condos. And you are a good developer. You have good reputation. You have the money to do it. And you say, okay, I'm going to start. I have the money, but still I'm going to do friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Before you or before this new amendment to the law, you can do that. You can go with your person that you know, friends and family, and say, hey, I'm going to do this. Do you want to invest in this project? And you can do it. Now, with the new amendment to the law, you cannot do that. You need the permit. You cannot go. I cannot go with, hey, Steph, I'm going to do this project.
Mm-hmm.
You want to invest in this because I'm going to build. And in order to protect your investment, I'm going to give you a contract, a promissory contract, in which you are acquiring the unit. Sorry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If I do that, that's a felony.
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
And that's crazy, you know, because I understand the idea. But as I always said, from my point of view, that is not good to create more business and to create or to generate more
Opportunities.
opportunity and money, to say to investments, you know, that kind of things that don't make sense for me. But the other side of the coin is, of course, if there are a lot of people that taking advantage when you are looking for investment and they took the money and run, of course you need this kind of regulations. So if you are very clear with the person that trusts in you and you are, hey, we are going to do this contract, we are going to do this, is everything is clear, from my point of view, doesn't have to be a felony. You know, if you are doing everything correctly, explain everything, hey, I don't have the permit, I'm working with the municipality, I'm working to get this, I have the architect, I have the project, I have this, you know, that kind of things.
I think it will be about communication.
Totally. It's the thing that I'm saying.
Because if you are in the process of, then I mean, the good thing about this area is that you have the authorities very close to you. So I think you can openly speak about your plans and say, okay, can you give me some kind of letter or some document that shows that I'm in process, so I can start showing to the possible investors and maybe not receive the money in my account. Maybe open an escrow account so I can start the funding. Actually, we had in the escrow service that we offer, we had a project of opening a road. The authority gave the authorization to the neighbors to open the road, and they were funding the project through the escrow so they can show to the authorities about the legit of the resources, you know. So
Yeah.
there is a way to do. There is always a way to do it, and do it with some kind of a structure, not like. Unfortunately, most of the developers did it in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing that I'm saying.
Like throwing the things and see what
What
happens.
But that's the thing. If you have everything, but still, if you prove that you have everything, like you are very clear and open and crystal clear with your investors, it's still a felony.
No, but I mean with the authority.
No,
So you
no.
can create a precedent. No, I think that if you talk to the authority wide openly about what are your plans and again, you don't receive, because the felony, I will say that is if you receive the funds. If you don't have the funds and only make a promise to someone, how
No,
can be a felony
the
that?
criminal law establishes that as soon as you establish something that you are gonna sell without the legal permit from the authorities, it's a felony.
No, but you
And-
can establish, I'm going to sell with all the
Promises.
documents. Uh-huh.
At the end of
No,
the
no,
day,
no, it's
we're
like
in the
that.
process.
It's established like that. You cannot sell anything. You cannot promise to sell. You cannot do anything
Unless
without
you own it.
Oh, no. Unless you have the corresponding document from the authorities. So it's crazy. It's like, for example,
But how they will prove it?
if you create a document. For example, it's the thing
What
that I'm saying.
document?
I talk to you, I create a promissory contract with you without any document. Of course, the contract has to be a date. If your license to construct is after the date of that, and for any reason you get mad for any reason, you can
Sue you.
Sue
Find a
me.
loss. Mhm.
And it's crazy, you know, it's the thing that I'm saying. If you are clear, if you are very specific, if you establish everything by good customs, like the way to do business in reality, in this case, is like, hey, so that means that I cannot do anything until I get the permit?
But I think that it's an interpretation of the law.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's
But-
not like that. It's not like in the law it's stated that if you don't have the permits and you agree with someone to sell something, you are committing crime.
Yes, it's like that. I have it. Well, that's for sure.
In my personal opinion, I think that this is a symptom actually, because the government shouldn't be that invested into controlling the market and business.
you.
I mean, the less the government intervenes, the better for the economy. That's been proven several times. Now, since a lot of people took advantage of this in the wrong way,
Exactly.
I think now this is a symptom why the government needs to step in and regulate. I don't see it badly, since all the background that we have, that the government says, hey, you cannot enter into a promissory contract unless you have all the previous authorization from every authority to take care and move on with that project. Because the thing is, there's an idea. In the best of cases, they are owners. But in a lot of them, they're just like, I have a contract
I have a dream.
to purchase,
No?
exactly, to purchase that lot. And in that lot, when I purchase it, I'm going to develop a 4-story building. And this is the projects and the renders. You want to jump in? This is now a very good business opportunity. And they started funding themselves and the project through that. And the bad thing is that a lot of people saw it as a very quick way to get money fast, and they disappeared. They didn't even finish with the purchase
Or
of
they don't have the
of the
expertise to
land.
do things.
Yeah.
They say, okay, we have a land, or I have a friend that have a land, so let's start collecting the money. Okay, we have the money now.
then-
clueless.
Exactly.
They don't know what.
Or
to
they
do.
didn't even approve the effing project from the beginning, right?
Yes.
So I think
That's what I think that it's a good idea.
in
I
a
mean,
in a scale, the scale was balanced this way that much for all the inconsistency and the lawsuits and the taking advantage of people with their money. Now the scale is starting to tip back this way, and now we are in the step that the authority is over controlling. But I guess that at some point it will balance itself, because I think it's a very necessary step and symptom to slow down all these scams, because at the end of the day, a lot of people got scammed that way.
Exactly. And that is the way that, as you said, the government protects to the investors, whether they are national citizens or they are foreigners. They are trying to protect, and I understand that part. So even though I agree, if you are not an expert developing, but if you get some advice and some previous opinion from the authority to see if your project is feasible or not, it definitely it's a most that you pre-step that you have to take before.
I would say, and this is something that just came to my mind, that a good idea or solution to this is to create a registry for developers in the area.
Yes, kind of a bar.
What I mean is that in order for you to enter this type of business, you need to prove to the authorities
That you are a developer.
that you have expertise, that you have projects,
or that you have the people,
or
though
even
you
the
are
money.
not.
Show me that you can.
Show me the money.
Show me that
That could
you
be
can
very
enter into this
misinterpreted.
project and actually finish it without people's money.
And the one that I want to start,
It's going to be very difficult for them.
it's the same thing. You are
Yeah.
not giving the opportunities to
But
grow
at
in.
least you should have someone. It's what I'm saying. Maybe you are not the developer. You don't know how to do it, but you have a corporation that has inside of their board an architect, an engineer, someone that has the expertise. Because if you are not, and you are only hiring some workers, and see, this could be this way.
That
you know?
never ends good. I mean, at least they should ask for some credentials, like you said, right? Okay, if you're part of this project, show me that you are an architect, or at least that you have a contract with an architect that
Exactly.
you're
Not
hiring.
yourself, but you are well assisted from persons that know what you will do. You know
Yeah.
that it's my.
I think that would be the best way to address this, because to actually put it as a felony, you are basically forcing people to just break the law at some point, because you cannot stop people from making business. We're all trying to find a way to
But again, if you are
to break out.
serious and you start this kind of business, you will do some pre-research before offering it to anyone else. You know, it's like opening a law firm and not being a lawyer. It's okay. In Mexico, it's allowed, but you cannot have a law firm without attorneys. You see what I'm saying?
You could be the owner, but you cannot act as an attorney.
Exactly.
Without
Or
being one.
I have a law firm, but not a single attorney.
Yeah,
I have heard some of them work like that, and it's the same with a development company. You cannot have a development company without having someone inside with the
That
credentials.
does it, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that has previous experience doing it.
Yeah, I think this is a way to also slow down the pre-sale market, because it's been getting out of hand. At some point,
No.
there were
I
pre-sales
totally
to throw
understand
to
the
the
idea.
air.
I totally understand the idea. The thing is that, for example, from my point of view, is a crazy guy that I really know that you are really good, Alberto Garza. When he started, he was too young. His first development was when he was 20. Of course, no one trusted him because he came from Monterrey. He came here and said, "Okay, I want to build something." And then, but it's one of the best because at the end he delivers. He always delivers, and now he has reputation. But thinking how it's the law right now,
He couldn't have done it.
Yeah, but he studied something regarding it. No, nothing.
Life. He
life.
studied life.
Exactly.
Life.
But he, by the way that I see the thing, he's a really creative people, a really creative
Actually,
person.
he was part of the escrow that I'm saying.
Hmm?
But he likes to do the things right.
He's
But that's the thing.
How
He's
many
well
of them
advised.
are?
Exactly. But
That's the
still-
difference, right?
But still, it's the thing that I'm saying. Because exactly how many are to be good like him? Maybe 3 from 100? Yeah. But you are stopping that 3 to doing it. And that 3
And
is giving
created
out.
business opportunities
Exactly.
and potential growth to the area and more income to the municipality and to the government with those taxes.
It's very simple. For example, he create a lot of condominiums. That condominium that he create are a lot of units. Each unit pay property tax every year. So he's creating from a simple lot. He's creating a lot of business, not
Added
business,
value.
add value to that lot, creating maybe 50 units that is gonna pay each unit property tax to the municipality. So
Yeah.
but
And at a much
understand-
higher rate.
I totally understand the idea, and the norm, for example, is good.
No, but about this, it is more like you don't have to go against to the zonification or the planning of the city. It means, as I'm reading, that you cannot subdivide or fraction the lots and then promise to selling them. It only refers to that. That once that it's forbidden that you fraction or create subdivisions without the permits and promise to sell that because you don't have the authorization of do it.
It's the same thing. The same thing that I'm saying.
No, but for example,
ex-
if you, it doesn't mention, for example, the condominium regime. If you have a big
Plot of land.
and you are developing there a building, you are not doing
Subdivision.
a subdivision.
For example, more simple. You have Montaigne, or the one that before Montaigne,
Valenia.
Valenia. They walk with all the sellers or all the buyers with Valenia. Hey, we are gonna create Montaigne. We have this lot. No, our idea is to subdivide on this. Do you want? You are interested on doing this?
We're in the pre-sale project. They couldn't have entered it.
That one's yes, but I mean the condos are not in that.
It's still the same idea.
But that subdivision will be resumed in a condominium regime, in a gated community, for lots, not for construction. But at the end of the day, it will be a condominium regime, right?
So you can, at the end, you cannot promise to transfer a property.
That you have previously fractioned without the permits.
I think,
That is what it says.
but I think
Exactly.
it hits
if you
most
divide
of
everything
the
in paper, you are doing it. Not that doesn't mean that you are going and you are gonna take out the trees and everything. If you are doing that, if someone in the pre-sale decide to sue,
You're
it's
done.
not gonna be civil or
Mercantile.
commercial.
Yeah.
It's gonna be directly to felony, and that's
Yes.
crazy.
I think that's gonna hit everyone because at the end of the day, everyone is subdividing from something, right? Either vertically or horizontally.
Yeah.
The only ones that are safe from this thing is the actual developers that purchase a land and build a house on it.
And
Without
that's the
subdividing.
reason is going up the market, and that's good. The market of the houses are going up. That's also good though, because Tulum with the 3,000 unit studios,
Studios.
that they are building right
Mini
now.
studios.
Yeah.
And they're not even halfway through.
No, yeah. But that's
I think it's a way for the government to kind of slow the pace of the growth.
Yeah.
It's necessary
yes, for sure.
because it got way out of hand, especially in Tulum. So they need to slow down, let this one finish, and get those properties actually gain value
Yes.
because they are going downside because there's a lot and there's coming more. So these ones are not going to get the actual value that they're supposed to.
At
And
the
I
end-
mean,
Go.
I'm sorry, in our experience, how hard is to get the authorization to subdivide?
it takes some time.
Time.
Yeah.
But I mean, how often they reject the project to subdivide lots?
Mm, that depends how to present it, but
But
still.
it's very unlikely. Usually they approve it because at the end it's private property. What you can do in your private property, unless there is more than 2,000 square meters, it's strictly on your end. You don't even need
Estate. Estate
environmental study
Hmm.
for that kind of projects that are kind of small.
No, still,
That for less than 2,000, you don't.
they are asking for it. I
Oh,
have a
but you
project of
can-
500. It was 200 on lot in Tulum, 500 construction because it's 3 levels, and they are asking for me.
You can request that they can exempt you from that if you can show the letter of feasibility of electricity, water, sewage, and there is a third one that I'm forgetting. But if you show them that three feasibility documents, they have to exempt you from getting the environmental. I mean, obviously you have to fight for it, but it's in the law.
That's the thing. They are still not doing it, and in order to get that, they have to go to the contencioso administrativo. How can you say that in English? Because they already take all the process that they can do against the municipality. Now they have to do that.
But it's in the law. It states that you can present a letter directly to the authority when you present all your documents.
No, they
asking
already
for
did everything, and they are saying, what else I can do? I have to go to the contencioso administrativo. That man, almost the authority said, okay, but you know who controls right now that. You know, and it's like, okay. So he's in. I'm gonna take 5-6 years to solve this. I cannot sell the property. I cannot get credit to finish.
You're
I
locked. You're locked down.
Yeah, totally.
They have them cornered at one point and they cannot do anything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think that is gonna solve to the better way.
Yes.
I think this is something necessary at this point. I know that people are gonna get mad because business opportunities are going to slow down, but it's necessary for the long run. Because at this point that the market, I wouldn't say that has crashed, but it's very close to because of the excess inventory that there is.
No, I think it crashed in Tulum.
And because of the bad developers that enter the area without regulation. So this needs to stop.
Yes.
Those issues need to be solved. And once that is done, then we can restart the machine to start growing again.
Mhm.
I think that's my opinion as
I
a local.
agree.
Yeah, no, and at the end, it's a story. You know, Cancun happened the same thing. Playa, it was happened the same thing. It was so easy. Then there was a lot of structure, regulations. And Tulum, it is going to happen. And it's good. But right now, Tulum is crazy.
Was or is nobody's land at some
Yes,
point.
I know. Yes, I know.
Mhm.
They are working. I don't think the
They
municipality...
have the background from Cancun, Playa.
I don't think they are doing bad things. It's good because a lot of developers came, like, for example, Guadalajara, Mexico, and Monterrey, they came and say, hey, we can do whatever we want because we already can build big buildings in this big city. But it's not the same, you know? It's
I think the first thing they did wrong was separate from Playa del Carmen. Just saying.
That is what the first mistake.
The first mistake. They shouldn't have done it, but
Now
now you
see
want to come back,
yourselves.
right? now
I'm
that,
seeing you.
now that you screwed up, you want to come back.
No, but it's good. Tulum, the last time that I went to Tulum was, I think, last week. But I took like a little tour looking just to see how it's going. From years ago during the pandemic and the boom, and everything was destroyed because they are putting infrastructure. Right now, it's good, you know, a lot of streets and everything looks good. There is... still is Tulum, the good vibes. Everything looks good. But
It's not Playa.
it's not Playa. Yeah. Yeah.
Still,
I'm very
sorry.
biased.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's the the measure. We're gonna talk about a lot of topics, and we keep one. Yeah.
I mean, this is very interesting, and I think this would end it on a very high note
Yeah.
because it's interesting for the viewers what's happening and maybe try to make sense of on why the market is slowing down. So this little explanation could make them make sense and make better decisions financially for future or previous investments that they are in.
Okay, so for example, my point of view of this, in all this regulation, I'm agree with all the regulation until some point. Of course, developers have to show that they have everything, but also they have to be the window to make good business and to create always. If you have a paper trail, if you do everything very crystal clear, you need to you will have opportunity to do business, not to close windows or close doors, and you are not gonna have business. So the regulations, from my point of view, as an attorney, always is good, but don't close the opportunity that you that you may have.
As long as this is slowing down, shifting gears down, and not a complete stop, we're fine.
Exactly, exactly.
Because they're going too fast.
But
They are going
crazy fast.
Yeah.
So that was my point of view. Now
I
your
will
turn.
say that due diligence in every project, not only from the investors that are buying, but also from the people within the project.
It's more important now than ever.
You have to be aware of what it will take to make your project successful.
Hire an attorney.
Exactly. We offer also that service. It's not a commercial, but
Now
No,
more,
no,
than,
no,
now
totally,
more than
totally.
ever, we are very necessary because
Yes.
now
A
that the
legal
regulations are
discovery.
very tight, we need to check that discovery process and due diligence so you don't get into trouble because at the end of the day, you're going to have to sue this guy. And nobody wants to make an investment that ends in a lawsuit.
And as you say, it's not publicity, but the law, the new law in which, I don't know how the translation, but the one that used for the license, the brokers, in the Article 30, established that they need to promote the use of an attorney.
The real
No-
estate advisor law.
Uh,
State of Quintana Roo law.
okay.
That would
we
be-
can put the law
the
name.
translation.
The translation, but it's in the law that they have the obligation to, and as I explained in another, it was an episode, but in another place, you don't need only professionals like attorneys. That is good. If you see the construction and it's not really good quality, you need to hire an architect, someone expert, engineers, that kind of thing. But always an attorney is really good to do the correct due diligence.
Definitely.
So
I think that's pretty much.
Do you want to try something
make your
with the
conclusion.
for the last thing? Try to do something with the AI and try to find out what's going on with the developers in Tulum.
Ask-
Do you have any developer that we can? Because that's another tool. Use ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean
Which-
too.
It's
Do you
taking
see-
our jobs.
At the end.
No, but I mean, if you make a wise combination,
Exactly.
Everything.
Everything.
It's a tool and it's an enhancer for everything.
what will be
For any
Do you
task.
think it's gonna hear it, or do I have to put it here? Any developer that can you give us a little explanation of the developers of the real estate situation in Tulum? Yes? No? No, it's not working.
Thinking.
I don't feel like it. Not now.
I think he heard you.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not stealing no one's job.
I am camera shy, he's gonna say.
Hello?
What is your opinion about Simca?
Oh, you
Going
got
for
it.
the big dogs.
Hello?
Hey there, it sounds like you're talking about some real estate developers in Tulum. It's definitely an interesting market over there with a lot of growth and development happening. Do you have any specific questions about it?
What do you think about Simca?
Simca is definitely one of the bigger names when it comes to real estate development in the Riviera Maya region. They've got quite a few projects in Tulum, Playa del Carmen, and other areas. They have a reputation for building some pretty high quality properties. Are you looking into investing in one of their developments, or are you just curious?
We are just curious. Do you have any other?
Any other name?
It's crazy right now what's going on. But thank you.
No worries at all. It's always fun to chat about what's going on in the real estate world. If you have any more questions or just want to bounce around ideas, I'm here for it.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
I like that guy.
Nice voice.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
So yeah, you can use all the tools. Of course, an attorney always a good idea. ChatGPT, Google it, everything, and in order
Combine it, mix it.
to have a really good investment in Riviera Maya.
Definitely.
Yes. And think for yourself, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't do it alone, please. Don't.
No, exactly. Don't do it alone. 2 or 3 minds think better than just one. So, yeah,
Exactly.
look for an expert.
So I hope this episode helped you. Do you want
Yeah.
to say something?
Well, I pretty much said it all. Use us more than ever, and also use all the tools that you have handy. We don't charge for consultations, neither does ChatGPT. So make good choices.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.